Okay, now we're through to the fourth and final phase. You saw the components earlier, all been cleaned up, they've all now been reassembled. The new parts that we spoke about have been fitted to the machine, and the machine is now almost completely together. Okay, final thing we're going to do is we're going to plug the machine into the mains and we're going to test it. So, plug the machine in. We've got a little power meter we use here to check how much current the machine is drawing when it's running. We turn the machine on. There we go. Little test, just make sure the machine is okay. Alright, then what we will do is we always have some test blades available. So we'll get a set of test blades. We'll have put a little bit of oil on the pads and on the runners. This is a Wolseley machine, so slightly different to Lister. But in the main, most machines operate on a similar basis. They all require certain points that need oiling. So we'll have put some oil on. We'll have put some oil across the teeth of the blades and across the rubbing bars at the back of the blades. And then we'll put the blades on. And as you can see, putting the blades on, we then drop the pin down through the hole like that, hold it with a finger and turn it over. We've got the soft rubber mat. We used a towel in one of our other demonstrations. Something soft underneath always helps. Okay, so we wind the tension nut down till we feel it just touch the spring, and we turn the machine on. And then we just take it down, and if you hear that noise change, that's roughly the correct tension on a Wolseley machine. So we know the machine runs. We'll normally run it for say 10 minutes just to make sure nothing untoward happens. Okay, and then we will remove our test blades. Put our test blades back into stock. Any blades that you've sent in as a customer with your machine will be sharpened and returned to you fully sharpened and separately packaged with your machine. Okay, so this is tension assembly. We always, as a matter of course, with every machine we service, one of the service items is a new tension assembly. The pins get corroded, the threads get damaged, the springs compress and get damaged, the nuts get dirty and corroded. On every single make that uses a tension type pin and spring and nut assembly, we'll put a new one on when it comes in for a service. So there's the machine, to all intents and purposes serviced. The last thing we will do is we will electrically safety test the machine on the electrically safety tester over there. Once it's been electrically safety tested, then we will place a label on the machine, and it is a dated label. There we go, one little clipper sharp label. And we will put that on the machine, and that basically, it's like getting your car MOT'd. It's telling you that we electrically safety tested this machine on the 21st of the 8th, and it recommends the next test is due is on the 21st of the 8th, 2016. Okay, now that's just a recommendation that the safety test is due. If you use the machine a lot, your machine may well need another service within that 12-month interval. You can see on the bench here I've got a second machine that I happen to be working on, which comes from the same customer that this one comes from. Very hairy inside, similar problems, similar blocked filter as we've shown with this one. So obviously these machines are coming from a yard or a customer that does a lot of work with their machines. If you do a lot of work, you will need to have your machine serviced more frequently. And there is a little test I'll show you with this particular machine. I call it the post-it note test. And basically it's a way of showing if your machine has a blocked filter and if there's no air coming through the machine. And what you do is you pop a post-it note on the bench like that. You plug your machine into the mains like that. You turn the machine on, and then you do that with the machine. There, picked up the post-it note. Now what that shows you is the machine is acting like a vacuum cleaner. The air is being dragged in the back through the filter, and it's coming through the machine. There we go. As the machine stops, the post-it note drops off. So if your machine won't pick up a post-it note, as in the case of this Wolseley Harrier, it did it, but it would not have done it before with a blocked up filter. So it just goes to show how important regular servicing is, keeping your filters clean, and all the other small maintenance tasks that will save you money in the long run. So there we go, you're good to go.